Item number 1.
1 minute, I am for the petition.
My lord has already passed the order, and my lord, there was a, my lord, I could not mention it. There is a order of the division bench in this matter, my lord. If your lordship kindly peruse the single bench আগে ডিভিশন বেঞ্চ
কি মামলা ডিভিশন বেঞ্চের অর্ডার?
হ্যাঁ
কোথায়?
দৌলত থেকে
এই রিটটাই নয়, সেটা অন্য রিটে। ওটা 27011, এটা 27018। না, সেটা তো পেন্ডিং, এখনো লিস্টে রান করছে। কি না 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 না, কি করে? আমারই তো মামলা দাদা, দুটো তো আমি ফাইল করেছি। সেটা 27011, এইটা নয়। আর সেটা তো ডিসপোজড অফ।
27018
সেটা তো ডিসপোজড অফ।
না না 27018 তো
ডিভিশন বেঞ্চের অ্যাপিলটা তো ডিসপোজড অফ।
yes but there are some findings.
তাহলে সেটা দাদা এখন তাহলে নতুন করে হিয়ারিং করতে হয়। আমি তো কারেকশনে এসেছি, তো সেটা পয়েন্টটা কোথায় উঠাবে তাহলে? এখন তাহলে কারেকশনে পয়েন্ট উঠলে মানে
Recall this order.
মানে
We recall the previous order.
Yes.
The entire order be recalled. What is the order passed? Any criminal proceedings was initiated?
No,
against them?
nothing.
Criminal proceeding that was
part
that
has been set
stayed.
aside.
That was stayed.
Appeal dismissed not stayed. That part has been set aside. Only the part for initiation of any criminal proceedings against the petitioner, that part only set aside by the Honorable Division Bench.
Where is that order?
But
Yes.
and my lord,
order dated my lord 29th of November 2024. My lord, in this writ petition.
no.
That order passed in January 2025.
Yes, 10th January.
29th.
10th
That
January.
is in single bench order. Thereafter, appeal filed and appeal. In the appeal, my lord, this appeal has already been disposed of by the Honorable Division Bench. And Division Bench, only that part to initiate any criminal proceeding against this petitioner, that has been set aside.
Of November, my lord.
And the rest of the matter, that is the other prayers for disbursement of the amount in favor of the petitioner, that has been kept open for the concerned bench.
Paragraph 7 of the my lord, the division bench judgment. Since the writ petition is yet to be finally decided, all the points raised by the parties
Yes.
are kept open, including the issue aid to the requirement, and if there be any filing criminal complaint against the writ petitioner. That is also pending.
No,
Because it is my lord totally unapproved scheme. The scheme has not been
finally, ওই পার্টটা তো set aside.
Paragraph 7 টা
my
পড়ো।
lord, initial stage, my lord.
Yes.
Set aside.
Scheme
Paragraph 7 টা পড়ো।
order, my lord, thereafter,
কি
my
আছে?
lord,
তাহলে
he
It
reviewed
is
with
pending.
the order.
any of
Yes.
filing criminal complaints যদি তারপরেও করে থাকে, তো সেটা তো করেনি, সেটা তো করেনি। ওর মানে তো তাই দাঁড়াচ্ছে দাদা।
Here is the order of 29 November 2024.
My lord.
I have
That
opened
was
the order.
appealed.
Now there in the impugned order, in this 27018, there is no such direction for initiation of any criminal proceedings.
My lord. My lord,
But in the order of the appeal, the first paragraph says that the appeal is against order dated such and such passed in this writ petition. But in order dated 29th November, there is no such direction for initiation of any criminal complaints.
Yes, sir.
my lord, if you lordship kindly come 29th November 2024 order.
The last portion.
Last, liberty is granted to the state authorities to file criminal complaint against the petitioner, if so advised. That was appealed.
No, directory, this liberty was given.
Liberty was
Right.
given. And my lord, the appeal court said, my
I'm
lord,
waiting
that
for your lordship.
that direction has been, my lord, set aside that direction. Paragraph 6. We therefore set aside the direction
State 2.
of 29th November. That liberty is, my lord, that is set aside. But paragraph 7 says, since the writ petition is yet to be finally decided, all points raised by the parties are kept open, including the issue as to the requirement, if there be any, of filing criminal complaint against the writ petitioner. That is to be adjudicated.
Well, after that order, not a single line has been initiated regarding criminal proceedings against the writ petitioner. And that part already set aside.
Is that 29th order is set aside.
Criminal proceeding is pending. It was initiated.
Criminal proceeding was initiated and it is pending.
No criminal proceeding initiated. এখানে কোথায় criminal? না না কোথায় হয়েছে কি করে কবে হলো
ওই 29 পরে criminal
কবে হলো ওই অর্ডারটা সেট aside হয়ে গেছে হয়ে গেল then my lord kindly recall the entire order and
Yes.
Why, madam, you have not placed this order before this court at which
that's already been set aside. I am placing only that
the
part.
order has to be read in the entirety.
Entirety.
My lord,
After the setting aside
my
of
lord,
that
before
direction,
the
there was
order,
also
not a single proceeding has been initiated against the
that is
petitioner.
separate issue. This was not brought to the notice of
But
the court.
this matter, and my lord, that was not in the knowledge of the petitioner that whether any criminal proceedings initiated by the police authority or the
Not
state
into that.
authority, my lord.
You should have placed that order before this court.
My lord, that is not that is not the part of this honorable bench because only that part that appeal was preferred only for that part initiation of criminal proceedings, nothing more, nothing else, my lord. And that part only has been set aside by the honorable division bench that to initiate any criminal proceeding. And the last paragraph of paragraph 7, my lord, this line, my lord, if there be any of the issue as to the if there be any of filing criminal complaints against the writ petitioner, but it is the a safeguard by the division bench that prior to this order, if already any criminal proceeding initiate against the writ petitioner, that can also be considered by this bench. And while hearing of this matter, if before this order of the division bench state initiate any criminal proceedings, but the state they have never said so before your lordship while your lordship disposing of this application. All the time they have agitated that those schemes are not approved, instead of they have already disbursed money to the account of the petitioner. And while I am praying for correction, a simple correction only to mention the date of the order of the district magistrate, now they are agitating a separate point.
It's a very serious
Yes.
thing.
Well, they have never produced. It is in their knowledge also. And now they are alleging
You have
that
never
criminal
produced-
proceedings. I have no knowledge,
Appellant before the appeal court.
Yes.
my lord.
So was it not your duty to indicate
Well, I have no knowledge about any criminal proceedings
not on
initiated.
the criminal proceeding?
Proceeding.
I am talking about the order passed in the appeal.
Well, it was my understanding that that appeal was disposed of, and only that part, that initiation of any criminal proceedings, because the other issues regarding the disbursement of the money to the petitioner, that has been kept open
That
for this
if there
honorable
is
bench, my lord.
requirement for initiation of criminal proceedings,
The-
that issue has
that-
to be
that
also
to be
adjudicated by this
considered.
court.
That
If
will- that will
any
be-
proceeding already initiated prior
No,
to
no, no,
that
no, no.
order,
No. If there be
Come.
filing of criminal proceeding
But
against
if-
Para 7 of the order.
para 7.
Kindly read it.
my lord, the first
Four.
part, my lord, the first part of this order, my lord. And kindly come to paragraph 6. We therefore set aside the direction contained in the impugned order dated November 29, 2024. The state to file criminal complaint against the appellant. Well, when in paragraph 6, the division bench set aside that part to initiate any criminal proceedings. Well, again, the same division bench can directed the state already also to initiate any criminal proceedings further against the petitioner. While the division bench already set aside that part, and my appeal, it was preferred only for that part, that initiation of that liberty of initiation.
There are 6 along with 7.
7.
Yes,
It set aside the
yes,
direction to start criminal proceedings.
yes.
However, the point was kept open
Kept
before the single bench to decide whether there is any requirement of initiation of criminal proceedings, if any.
If any.
Go through 7.
Well, but in between,
So, at the
Well,
time
in
when the matter
between-
was taken up for disposal, final hearing, this was not indicated.
no,
So, this court didn't have the opportunity to go through the whether there is any requirement of any criminal proceedings at all
Proceeding
or
or
not.
not.
That has not been reflected.
well, it was in my understanding that that
your
part
understanding
already been disposed of, and the Malad, the
Has been
state
brought to the notice of the court.
Well,
Too much.
state never raised this point. This is also in the knowledge of the state.
If they have not filed, if
Like-
there is a requirement, they have not added to filing of a criminal complaint,
Kindly
the
direct.
court can direct them to file a criminal complaint against
Yes.
you. But that has to be examined whether it is required or
Mal-
It is
Then
required or
Mal,
not.
Mal, recall the entire order. Mal.
as per the direction of the appeal court.
Yes, Mal. Then Mal, recall
Matter is
the entire
pending
order.
under the heading to be mentioned. By order dated 18th August 2025. The writ petition was disposed of with the following is para 10 তুলে দেবেন ঠিক আছে when the matter was taken up for hearing, it has been indicated by learned advocate for the state that in appeal against an order dated 29th November 2024 passed in the present writ petition, though the order was directing for initiation of criminal complaints against the writ petitioner was set aside. However, the issue as to the requirement, if there be any, of filing criminal complaints against the writ petition was kept open. Which has not been examined at the time when the matter was disposed of. Needless to mention that at the time of hearing on 18th August 2025, learned advocate representing the writ petitioner did not indicate the order passed in appeal MAT 2314 of 2024 at his instance. Which has led to issuance of a direction upon respondent number 3 for consideration and disposal of the representation of the petitioner dated 27th September 2024. Due to non-disclosure of the order passed in appeal by the writ petitioner appellant, this court did not have the occasion to examine the direction contained in the order of the appeal court in particularly in para 7 as to the as to whether there is any requirement, if there be any, of filing criminal complaint against the writ petition. Accordingly, the order dated 18th August 2025 is recalled in its entirety. The writ petition be listed for hearing on date one written in motion. आगे दिए डॉक्टर रिपोर्ट देखो criminal complaints. You file a status report whether any criminal complaint has been lodged or
My
not.
lord,
And what is the requirement?
my lord.
না না তো আগে দিয়ে দিন 24 তে কিছু রাখবেন না কবে এটি করবো কালেকশন করতে হবে 24-26 আপিলও নেই কতটা বলতে হবে 12 15 September
My
it
lord,
is directed to file report
my lord.
as to whether any criminal complaints has been lodged or also disclose the reason of any requirement of such criminal complaints.
My lord, may I be permitted to get a copy of the report prior to
Advance copy of that
my lord, so that I can come with my explanation also.
ought to have been indicated
My
to
lord.
this court.
It was
It was not within
my understanding that
My lord,
it was not within your knowledge.
yes,
my lord, an FIR was lodged, but in view of the my lord, the set complaint was lodged. But the police has registered the complaint, but it, my lord, in view of the setting aside of the order, it was not proceeded to.
my lord, it was within their knowledge, my lord, on their presence, my lord, the appeal was dismissed, the appeal was disposed of. But on 2 occasions, your lordship heard this matter at large, my lord. Thereafter, it was fixed for as 4 orders, for final order. My lord, in their presence, the order passed by your lordship. And I am praying only a simple correction to mention the date of the DM order, my lord. Only that part. And now they are alleging a separate issue that this has not been mentioned before. Your
The
lordship.
order of
My
the
lord,
division
on my understanding, my lord, that part has been already set aside by the division bench, my lord. Only that part. And why and the order passed by the then single bench, my lord, only on the verbal statement of my learned senior that as his name is such and such, he is having so much of money.
Said we need not get into that.
My lord, and
Subsequent
that
to
part,
that
my lord, I am
requirement
praying
has to be
apology.
examined.
I am praying apology to your lordship. my lord.
That requirement has to be examined.
But my intention not to hide anything from your lordship. I'm getting.
Item number 27.
None appears on behalf of the applicant's petitioner. Nor any affidavit of service is filed. Or any accommodation is filed. Next line करूँ, no affidavit of service has been filed in compliance to the order. On the last occasion, that is on 18th August 2025, the petitioner, sorry, applicant's petitioner failed to appear in view of the above. The contempt application being CPAN 1073 of 2025 is dismissed for default. Connected applications, order if any is handled, connected applications if any is disposed of. Urgent.
Item number 28.
My lord, in this matter, my lord, I appear virtually for the writ petitioners. On last Thursday, this matter was taken up by your lordship. The matter could be disposed of, but in absence of the state, the matter could not be disposed of. Lord, I just recapitulate what is the matter about. Lord, the writ petitioners before your lordship, Lord, are tube-well operators in Bankura district, serving under the Panchayat department. Now, Lord, they are seeking, Lord, extension of financial benefit in terms of different notification issued from time to time by the state government, which is applicable to Panchayat and rural development also, as per the decision of the Honorable Division Bench of Calcutta High Court, which was, in fact, the SLP was taken out against that order. The SLP was dismissed. Now, this is the position of law, which states that the notification also applies in the Panchayat and rural development. This is nothing, this is not for regularization of service. This is only for extension of benefit, financial benefit, attached to casual and contractual employees serving under the state government. So the notifications are annexed. But what I submit before your lordship, subject to your lordship's kind consideration, the matter may be remitted before the secretary, principal secretary of the Panchayat department, so that he can come to a decision whether the extension can be given to the writ petitioners or not. This is my humble prayer before you.
Court fees has been deposited.
Lord, I shall within week I shall deposit the deficit court fees.
Yes.
I'm for the state, your lordship. I am praying for some time to get instruction in this matter, your lordship, because as I can see, your lordship, there is no prayer as to consideration of their representation, and the last representation that it is there in page 98, your lordship. That's an undated letter, your lordship. So I would pray for some time be given
But
to.
the entire writ petition can be taken into consideration by the principal secretary. That is my only prayer. The entire writ petition that can be treated as a representation. The writ petition is before your lordship.
It's 19
Because
February.
all judgments, notifications, everything is there.
19 February. Lordship, I
Postal
can
receipt shows 19 February 2025. The letter
Yes.
was 10.
Lordship is looking at page 98.
99.
99. 99, your lordship, I cannot see any date. There is the date in after date, it is written 1/2025.
Below that, there is a postal receipt photocopy of
So
the
that is not visible here. That might be there.
এতে আছে মোশনে আছে next Wednesday থেকে take instruction. In the meantime, you deposit the court fees. DN Ray, a senior advocate appearing through virtual mode, submit that the petitioners are the
Tube-well operators.
tube-well operator in different panchayats in the district of Bankura. Each of the petitioners have discharged and served 240 days in the period of their employment. And they have also completed 10 years of service.
But 2 decades they are serving, 2 decades. They are on the verge of retirement.
More than 10 years of service. As such, the petitioners are entitled to the benefits under the Memorandum of the Finance Department, Government of West Bengal, issued in the year 2010, 11, 13, 2 করে দাও, হ্যাঁ? 2010 to 2024 within bracket annexure P2. Representations were made before the concerned authority, however, no steps has been taken against this writ petition. Learned advocate for the state submits that, takes accommodation to take proper instruction. Next Wednesday, is this matter, 3rd September. In the meantime, learned advocate on record for the petition directed to deposit the deficit court fees. On 3rd September, sir.
All right. I'm extremely grateful to my.
In the meantime, you deposit the court fees.
Yes, certainly. Certainly.
Lordship. Item now 29, my lord. I'm appealing for some of the respondents I have come to know from the police station, but no copy has been received as yet. In item number 29.
In this matter, my learned friend, apparently correct in the sense that the postal department didn't find him in the village. This is the endorsement. Locate kora jacche na. So I don't mind when my learned friend enter appearance. Should I have a copy to my learned friend at least?
Then insufficient address.
No, jai hok, ja ache di dicchi apnake.
I have come to know from the police station that I have made private response therein.
Now you are before this court, whether you will accept the petition, copy of the petition or not.
Yes, yes. Should have.
For that reason,
Should
I'm
have.
requesting.
Sir, we will be 10 to all the private respondents.
I don't know how many
Yes, yes,
I have
four
come to know from
respond.
one. Maybe.
Kar hoye appear question bolun na.
Zahiruddin.
Jahiruddin has been served. Jahiruddin has been served.
I'm not for Jahiruddin.
Kar hoye appear.
Farin, Rabiul.
Nasiruddin, Farid and Rabiul. এই তিনজন আছে।
Only one mirror.
Nasiruddin 11.
Nasiruddin, yes.
Only 11.
Oh, Bhogaladama is for Nasiruddin.
Okay. Zahiruddin served.
Yes, Jahiruddin served.
Give the affidavit of service. Farin and Rabiul.
But Farid and Rabiul, that was not been served. Eta ne?
Farin and
Lordship. Lordship.
I'm for Nasir.
আচ্ছা নাসিরের কপিটা আপনাকে দিয়ে দিচ্ছি I am giving the copy to my learner friend to Subhadra Nasiruddin.
Courier service নাকি সার্ভিস
Speed post.
আমার কাছে কুরিয়ার সার্ভিস করছো
না না
এই আমাকে খাপটা হয়ে যাবে ব্যাপার
But I am giving the copy.
I have got.
আর একটা কপি কি হলো
কত নম্বরে আছি
11তে আছে
11
Let my learner friend file the power on behalf of respondent number 11 so that he can contest the suit. And so for the 12 and 13 is concerned, my lord, it has been the same fate that has not been located. My lord, I am here. Others have already been served.
Pradhan.
Page সেখানে আছে আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
Pradhan, you have served? You are for Pradhan?
I am for the board of work.
Worker.
I have served. My lord,
Pradhan.
for number 6, I am appearing on behalf of the respondent number 6.
Who is for Pradhan? Respondent number 7. There is no such track consignment.
No, Pradhan has been served. Lord, just I am assessing your lordship. Pradhan has been served.
গুড স্যার ওইটা কি সার্ভিস হবে নাকি
না না ফ্যাক্ট রিপোর্ট পরেরটাই আছে দাঁড়াতে বাবা একটু
Nine.
I have to
Nine.
take instruction.
Affidavit shall be filed on behalf of the petition is taken on record. It is found that service upon respondent number 12 and 13
Lordship.
is sorry. Respondent number 12 and 13 has not been served.
My lord, this is the endorsement of the postal department.
Has returned with endorsement. Where is their address?
My lord,
Yes, I
address in
am-
the same village.
Still address. Located. Huh? Respondent number 12 and 13 could not be located.
Village
12 and 13.
The people.
Any service.
village
post office.
Right there. Back, shop back.
10, 12 and 13. Private respondent number 11 is represented.
I am no.
10 has already been served. 11 is represented.
10 not served.
My lord, 10. 10 served, lordship. 10 served in my affidavit service. If your lordship take trouble to the, my lord, in page 4, my lord, page 7, Johiduddin, first postal, and it is a track report 531, and now my lord turn the 543, page 8.
Not served.
Item delivered send that.
Delivered
Lost.
sent.
Lordship.
10,
Item
12 and
delivered
13.
My lord, for abundant precautions, lordship.
No, it is return back.
No. For
Delivered to
abundant
sender
precautions,
means
I can
return
serve.
back.
আমি
There is
আবার
no
সার্ভ করার কথা
such
বলছি
track consignment annexed to the
Oh.
affidavit
তুমি আবার
service.
ইন্টিমেশন দিয়ে দিতে চাই
Respondent number 7. Respondent number 9, sorry. 9. Pradhan Dakshin Raipur Gram Panchayat. 9, 11, 12, sorry, 9, 10, 12, 13.
লর্ডশিপ
Reference to register speech post with acknowledgement date file application. The returnable date. 15 din for. After 2 weeks.
after 2 weeks.
May I submit only one thing, my lord?
After
On
2 weeks,
behalf
no,
of the
date
board
is
of
বলো না।
Respondent number
চুপ করে থাক বেশি কথা বলিস না পরের দিন জমা করো
any report will be filed by the state. Will
My lord,
মানে রিপোর্ট should call for at least
my lord, it is practically, my lord, the Pradhan, he has made some allegation.
is a report on the returnable date.
প্রধান
Lost.
given intimation
লর্ডশিপ
16.
16
একটুতে একটা yes,
The returnable motion দিয়ে দাও।
মানে 16 নয়
Returnable motion হয়ে যাবে। 17. 17th under the heading returnable motion.
My lord, in this matter, only one thing I am submitting to notice from the board of work. And because this property has not been enrolled as per instruction from the board of work, I am submitting to the lordship. This property has not been enrolled into the board of work. At first, any work is dedicated property that could be enrolled before the board of work. So this property has not been enrolled before the board
my
of
lord
work.
a mosque or mandir is a my lord a very precious place sometime it's a private waqf sometime it's a my lord
What is your response number?
This is number 6, my lord.
Response number
Can you
6 is
report
that
short for
affidavit,
affidavit
put in the form of affidavit.
In the form of affidavit, my lord.
Yes.
or instead of 16 but I'm in trouble
17
17 oh yes
17 দিন
I'm good.
লর্ডশিপ
I've anticipated a problem earlier.
so kind of lordship
I'm good my lord.
নিয়ে আসো, পড়বেই তখন।
30.
Okay.
দিচ্ছি, আমি দিচ্ছি এই যে করে দাও
My lord, I am applying for the respondent number 8.
My lord, I have served, I'm told, my lord, I have served upon all. The state also. my lord, I leave your losses to use one supplementary affidavit because there is a development, my lord, after filing the writ petition. It's not before that.
You are 8.
My lord, I am 8.
I have
Still, Mr. Mahato, he has received everything.
চলে গেল।
হ্যাঁ ওই বলবে না নামটা দিয়ে
রিসিভ করে দেবো।
কই?
এই প্রশান্ত তোরা আছিস
না কই?
কপি নিয়েছিস ওরা এখন
What is
Mr.
the case of?
Now I tell you losses. My lord, the losses kindly, my lord, I purchased a plot of land in the year 2017.
নামটা
Now, my lord, I applied for sanction of the building plan for a 2-storied building. Now, my lord, I take your losses to page 31. They asked me to pay the fees for sanctioning. I paid it. That your losses in 2018 at page 31. Then page 32, my lord, the sanction plan your losses will find dark number, the amount of the land, and plinth area 572 Bogo foot. Page 32. Your loss is getting it. Now, my lord, then page 34 is my application. I applied for 2-storied building. They sanctioned me ground floor. I applied for ground floor and first floor. If your losses kindly come to page 34, right hand side, your losses floor area, first floor and ground floor mentioned your losses you'll find. 482.8 square foot and 641.353 square. The losses getting it. In the right hand side, page 34.
34 is of first floor, ground floor and first floor.
First. So, but they gave me only 572 ground floor. So, my lord, I will be arguing one point, but before that, I take the first point. My lord, there was a writ petition against me that I have made unauthorized construction before this honorable court. Your losses will be getting that order at page 35. But this honorable court directed, my lord, page 37, in the aforesaid, in the event the aforesaid is of the considered opinion that the construction has been made either in violation of the plan sanction or devoid the sanction plan, then necessary steps shall be taken to deal with unauthorized construction in accordance with law. It made clear that this court has not entered into the merits of the claim, as your losses often say that. The next third paragraph, the respondent shall restrict the consideration of the representation with regard to unauthorized construction only and not enter to right dispute of the private parties. Forward a copy of the writ petition. Malad, according to the writ petitioner, then writ petitioner, I am not the writ petitioner, allegation was against me. They didn't comply with this order. Then they filed a complaint application, Mr. Sukumar De. Well, your lawsuits will find the order on contempt application at page 38. May I just place it before your lawsuits? From the affidavit of compliance that has been filed by the Pradhan of the Gram Panchayat, it appears that the proceedings dealing with the unauthorized construction with the observation that the construction is questioned in an unauthorized one has been forwarded to the Pradhan of the Gram Panchayat by the Pradhan of to the subdivisional officer by letter dated 25th June 2024. It will be open for the petitioner to take up the matter with the subdivisional officer, Malad Bishnupur. This disposed of contempt application. Malad, kindly have a look at the report which was filed before Malad, report that was before the court. Malad, you'll see page 40 is a forwarding letter. This was forwarded Malad subdivisional magistrate to Madhavi Rai, to me. Your losses will find point number 2, the present petitioner. It was addressed to me. Malad, kindly have a look at the report what was. Malad, page 41. Malad, I take your losses, Malad. Kindly see, Malad, plot area.
Yes.
946.87 square foot. I will not go further. If necessary, I will. Then Pakka construction of the house covered area 632 square feet. Then distance between land boundary and building. I have no problem with that. Herewith mentioned that the collective decision between the seller and buyer that both will remain boundary free space as such and such for the side of north and east. Well, I just take your lordships. It was directed by this honorable court that they will not enter into the private dispute. I just placed before your lordships the order of this honorable court. So, reference to this, whether entry into the private dispute by the authority or not, your lordship has to decide it. But the point is the next, your lordships. Approved building plan by the Panchayat floor 57 square foot. Your lordships will find at page 32, 572 square foot, if I'm not wrong. So 2 foot, they are decreasing, my lord. I don't know on what basis. Built up April area and building built up area 632. Has your lordship got that one? Approved building plan by Panchayat first floor, ground floor 570 square foot, but I find Malat 572 square foot. So I am losing 2 square foot from the approved plan. Then your loss is actual building built up area 632. So Malat, according to them, I have excess construction made 32 square foot. Though Malat, there are 2 square foot also I'll be getting. I'm coming to that. Which is not less than 2/3 total land area. This was the case. Malat, if I go by simple calculation, it comes to 314. I have to leave. I have to leave 1/3. So I have left that. If I go by your lordships, just simple mathematics, 946 divided by 3, it comes to your lordship 314, all that multiplied by 2, then I am having. Might be your lordships some inches difference in Gramin area. So when then your lordships kindly see. The south side of the building adjacent to the PWD road and building shed is extended 3 foot. Is it an kindly see then feet towards the PWD road, which is barred by Panchayat building rules? Kindly see the photographs, your lordships. This is in Bengali called Chhaja, over the window. And that's within my area. Kindly have a look. This tin shed portion, they say unauthorized construction. Somebody have influence over the authorities, one aspect. But poking into the business of the others without the authority of law and other things. They are the tin portion per se, they are say unauthorized. They have never said, your lordships, that have encroached the land of the PWD. 2 words. That's the portion. Tin shed, your lordships. Extended feeder, which is beyond building shed. So I question this report. This has not yet, happened into the on the order of unauthorized building, all that, and demolish it. And when I question this, your lordships, probably they thought that this is not right. What they do, they made another inspection and gave me another report. That's why I'm taking your lordships leaves after filing of the report. What is the report? Kindly have a look at this. I've given copy to them. I will be requesting your lordships just this earlier report and this report, if I place side by side, your lordships will find how the authorities are acting. So I just give him a lot of data. Kindly see the present plot area 944.85 square foot.
Which page are you?
Page 5 of the supplementary affidavit. I'm sorry, Malad. I should have.
Yes.
Kindly see top. Plot area 944.85 square foot.
Yes.
Kindly see the other one 946.87. Where I'm losing 2 square foot. Every time they're the authorities. Now see their 2 reports. On what the measurement is. Then your losses kindly see 2. Pakka construction of house covered area 629 square foot. Kindly see the earlier one. 632 square foot. Again, difference of 3 feet. Then your losses kindly see middle portion of it. Approved building plan. Again, they are saying 570 square foot. I have shown to your lordships 572 square foot. And then your lordships kindly see 944. Now, my lord, kindly see the paragraph. Here, however, the actual constructed area on the ground floor measures 629. As your lordship is getting it, 69 square feet. Earlier, they said, your lordships, 632. Let us go by the both, my lord, which accounts for approximately 2/3 of the total land area. My lord, law is that I can't construct more than 2/3 area. That means I have to leave 1/3. Now, my lord, kindly, I request your lordships, 944. 944, if I go simply without 0.85. My lord, it comes to 1/3 means 314 square foot. Roughly 0.50 or my lord, might be the other. Then if I go by multiplied by 2 is 629 itself, 0.32. So what is the wrong, my lord? So I have left 1/3. Now what they have did, my lord, I have not been able to put it on affidavit. My lord, 2-3 days before, after when I used this supplementary affidavit, again the authority came and again they have measured. I don't know what has happened to that measurement. So what am I to do with this? My learned friend is for the private response.
Number 8.
My lord, see, he is not residing within my area. Or at least 2, 3, 4 after the house. But I am not against the quarreling with my learned friend. I am this to report before your lordships. They are exercising their right. Now, this is one aspect of the matter. And kindly see, Malad, section, Malad, rule 30. Kindly will look your losses to this.
What about the first floor?
First floor. I just take your losses. Kindly look at it. Just your left hand side, Malad, facing page at the bottom, rule 30. So, Malad, this is almost dimming provision. I applied 2. You have never rejected first floor. You have to reject. You have not rejected. I have built up both. You all that you are entitled to the fees only. Kindly see, shall be deemed to be permitted. Kindly look at. I don't have the second copy. This is a sanction plan under Rule 27. They have not initiated any proceedings as of today in respect of my first floor also. So, all that, this is my case. Authorities, that's why I take your losses the first order in accordance with law. How this you calculate it? This is my case before your lawsuits. Authority has to answer it.
But then he says that every time he is filing on application or supplementary affidavit,
every time they are
measuring that.
Instead of that, kindly keep it on Monday because every day, Friday at 3:30, 3, all that.
But then you come up with a report then.
Exactly, that should be.
And also take the copy of the supplementary affidavit. Find out from the department what is the case.
Mr. Mahato has taken it, I think.
Affidavit of service filed on. Yes, madam. Your submission.
My lord, if your lordship kindly see for a moment, page 32 and 33 of the writ application. Page 32, my learned friend application. That is নতুন কাঠামো বাড়ি নির্মাণ পরিবর্তন করার জন্য দেয় ফি. This is the application. গ্রাম পঞ্চায়েত এলাকায় বাড়ি তৈরি করার অনুমতির জন্য আবেদনের ফর্ম. Page 32. And if your lordship kindly see page 33, that is last portion গ্রাম পঞ্চায়েতের অনুমতির আদেশনামা. মানে they applied for the plinth area 572. That is, if your lordship kindly see page 32, that is plinth area 572, they applied. This is the form. This is the abedoner form. And page 33 is the Gram Panchayater Onumotir Adesnama. They applied for 572, but Panchayat given 570 plinth area. If your lordship kindly see for a moment, last para. Gram Panchayater Onumotir Adesnama. Sri such and such, Pita such and such, Gram such and such, Moujai 782 number tage 570 Borgopur. My lord, Panchayat, my lord, approved 570 plinth area. Not 572. They applied 572. Absolutely right. But Panchayat given permission for 570 plinth area. And if your lordship kindly say page 34, this is the proposed residential building sanction plan. This is the proposed that was submitted before the authority concerned. And this is not approved. 570 has been approved by the Panchayat authority. And my lord, kindly see the order, that is the inspection which the Panchayat filed before the contempt proceedings before this Honorable High Court, page 41. Kindly see for a moment. But kindly see serial number 567. Approved building plan by Panchayat. That is approved floor 570. Maybe 572 they applied, but they did not grant. Actual building build-up area 632 square foot, which is less than 2/3 of total land area, and the first floor has no approved plan, which is barred by the Panchayat building law. So, my lord, for entire first floor, no sanction plan, no approved plan. Then, my lord, serial number 6. The south side of the building adjacent to the PWD road and building shed is extended 3 feet towards on the PWD road. So they encroach the PWD road 3 foot by way of, my lord, roof, which is barred by the Panchayat building law. And then 7, the west side of the building is free space occupied by the drainage. My lord, how many, my lord, the violation they did? Occupied by drainage and their way out path from building. My lord, 3, without provision of law, they construction entire first floor. My allegation, my lord, entire building, I am not allegation before this Honorable High Court. My allegation only regarding first floor, not ground floor. I am not anywhere stated that entire building unauthorized. Ground floor, I admitted they have sanction plan, but entire first floor they constructed, which absolutely obstructed. I am the adjacent plot owner, and my lord, as per the High Court's order, SDO already, my lord, hearing has been done. My learned friend clients appeared, and they submitted all the documents, all the written statement, and in the on 8 my lord, last hearing has been done by the SDO, and it did till today, my lord, SDO did not pass an order, my lord. Annex these, my lord, for implementation of the order passed by this Honorable High Court, I also file one writ application that is before your lordship, that is 172 today's list. If your lordship kindly, my lord, listen, my lord, heard the matter both together, then, my lord, I will be able to place my case also. 172.
Any reports has been confirmed?
No, this is first time motion, your lordship never been heard.
ঠিক আছে, 172 এর item number টা এর সাথে দাও।
172 দেখো ঠিক করে।
By the present repetition.
My mistake, 112, 112, 112.
Petition number.
না,
Item
না,
number.
112 নাম্বারটা
Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petitioner.
2708.
Prayer of learned advocate for the petitioner is be granted to file supplementary affidavit. Copy served.
কপি দেবে হারিয়ে পেয়েছিলাম হারিয়ে
Leave is granted to file supplementary. Supplementary affidavit filed on behalf of the petitioner is taken to record. Copy served. Next time. By the present writ petition, the petitioner seeks for washing of the report of respondent number 6 প্রধান ইউ বেঙ্গল গ্রাম পঞ্চায়েত। Learned advocate for Mr. Swansu, learned advocate the petitioner submit that the work of construction has been undertaken by the petitioner on the basis of sanctioned building plan accorded by the Gram Panchayat. There is no such illegality in the work of construction undertaken by the private respondent.
যাচ্ছি না আমি কাজ করছি
By the petitioner. The building plan was approved for 572 square feet. And the in respect of the ground floor, first floor, the proposed building plan with regard to the first floor was not rejected. As per Rule 30 of the West Bengal Gram Panchayat Administration Rules 2004, the sanction in respect of first floor is deemed one. He also indicates that after filing of the writ petition, a further inquiry has been held in respect of the construction undertaken by the petitioner. And there is a stark departure from the earlier inquiry report. On the contrary, learned advocate for private respond number 8 submits that although the proposed building plan was of 572 square feet, square meter or square feet?
Square feet.
Square feet.
Square feet, man.
In respect of the first floor, however, the sanction was accorded in respect of 570 square feet. There has been violation of the building sanction plan by the petitioner while making construction. He also indicates that the private respondent has also filed a writ petition being number WPA 2708 of 2025, which should be heard along with the present writ petition. Learned advocate for the State 6 accommodation to take instruction. State is directed to furnish report in the form of affidavit on the returnable date. Madam,
Yes, my lord.
filing any written any affidavit in opposition or your writ petition?
Affidavit in opposition.
Then I am also, my lord, entitled to file in his.
That has not been taken up. Let it
That's all.
That I'll give direction. The seeks to file affidavit in opposition to the writ petition. 1 week to reply. Returnable motion needed. আর ওটাকে রিটার্নেবল মোশনে 112 কে কনজিকিউটিভলি রাখবে, কনজিকিউটিভলি one after the other. 2 weeks পরে আনো। 17 this will appear under returnable motion. The other matters will be consecutively. After going through that, we'll see whether it will be disposed of along with this.
Yes, yes.
Much.
Right.
Yeah, এটা দিয়ে দিই।
Item number 31.
I appear for the petition. There is a direction. Leave was granted to Milad to at party Milad. I have stopped upon the added respondent. The service tax. The writ petition was filed seeking benefits of circular issued by the state government for the contractual employees of the state.
Is the report?
The last occasion they have handed over a statement of fact, in fact their report where they have taken a point. If kindly see the last bullet point. This is the only ground, rather last two
Sanctioned post.
Yes, this is one of the sanction post. In fact, both are same, not against sanction post. That is the only ground taken to deny my right. This point was raised before the division bench on the similar issue. In respect of the same other set of employees. In paragraph 4, this point was raised and court has held in our favor. At paragraph 4, the point was raised. A single bench was held in our favor. They preferred appeal. Paragraph 4, the point was raised. Then paragraph 21. Rather, paragraph 17 onwards, the court has observed why this should be in our favor.
Paragraph 21.
Paragraph 17 onwards, 17 to 21.
So there is no requirement that he has to be against a sanctioned post. Now the other point is that prior to 1st August 2011, whether all the petitioners were appointed. That is
Yes. That is that they are not disputing that.
My lord, kindly see the P3.
You have completed, Mr. Ahmed?
Yes. That's yes, only one thing this judgment was SLP was filed against this division bench. That was this division was confirmed. And one more thing, from this month, they have started artificial break after the writ petition was filed. 1 day artificial break.
Artificial break means?
Artificial break means to prevent me from claiming this 240 days, they have started 1 day break between 2 months. To that effect, we have made a complaint to them like that. And this is in fact interference with the judicial process. When the writ petition is pending, they have started this to frustrate my claim.
For the state, my lord, kindly see page 50, P3. For this, the Public Health Engineering Department will bear no responsibility for this regard of the appointment of the guard by
Page 50.
Page 50, P3.
As per your proposal. How that this later affect the right of the petitioner?
Last line.
I don't know.
Is that the department will bear no responsibility regards the appointment of guards by you. It is your sole
Panchayat
discretion
Samiti, they
whom
will-
you are going to appoint.
They will do
But
Panchayat
so
Samiti.
far as their claim is concerned,
Then next line, you are to place the bills monthly to this office through assistant engineer, Habra, subdivision, PhD engineering department. So they will pay.
The Panchayat Samiti will sanction the money, then they will get disbursed this. If they
What are you submitting that in case of Panchayat who are employees of Panchayat, this will not attract this notification?
no, it already says that they are not in this. My lord,
If they are working in Panchayat, they are not entitled to get this benefit.
they are working in Panchayat Samiti, under the Panchayat Samiti.
Was also raised paragraph 4.
How this letter will affect the right of the petitioner does not have involvement getting entitlement under 16th September 2011 notification?
This report you will collect from this.
And I'm asking you a question. Again, this report will go, again a date will be fixed, it will go down, Mr. Ahmed will come and mention again.
Issue has finally been decided by the Supreme Court.
This report, my lord,
I have asked you a question. You have referred to page 50. I am asking you how 50 will affect the right of the petitioner in getting that benefit under 16 September 2011 notification. That is the only question.
and allow me to press report collecting from this.
What
Lad-
report you will collect?
Paragraph 4, the issue raised by my learned friend has been dealt with. Again,
That was raised and decided in this.
the same issue raised and decided against them. So nothing remains. This issue has attained its finality after the Supreme Court's order.
So far as the attendance of 240 days that you have complied.
Yes, yes.
10 years service that is also.
Yes, yes.
And you have joined prior to 1st August 20.
Yes, yes, yes.
Para 2 we have given.
Paragraph 2 of my writ petition, all details have been given. More than 20 years we were working, now they have started this artificial break.
Last appointment was 2007. Of the junior.
Lord, kindly allow press instruction from them.
This will not help anybody.
Artificial break within our
All panchayats have been served.
Yes, my lord.
Added respondents.
Yes, yes, my lord. I have given the video service. And the pay has been revised time to time after 2011. Up to 2024.
For orders calculated. For orders tomorrow.
For orders tomorrow. এটা কত? Tomorrow. 33 is the same.
33.
Tomorrow for order.
31.
The issue is the same.
Issue is same.
They have filed report 33.
No.
Who appeared for the state is 33.
Take up separately.
So we can place it under orders tomorrow also. 33 who appeared for the state.
This was appearing.
This is the first time appearing. So I do not know. I can ascertain from
31 let it be under orders. 33 tomorrow we can reach 33. So 33 we can take it up.
My lord, I'm praying for all indulgence, my lord. The first matter in the returnable motion, item 984. My lord, today it cannot be taken up, my lord. There's a resolution. If lordship can be pleased to keep it on Wednesday, my lord. I'm not available on Monday and Tuesday.
I want to ask your junior to remain present.
My lord, tomorrow it will not be taken. My lord, Monday then I'll take an adjournment.
My lord, the next item.
I want the junior to remain present.
Item.
If you have any inconvenience,
It will be taken up on Monday next. Tomorrow is a Friday, my lord. This lot is not taken up. Monday.
Lordship, the next item 32, Lordship, I am for the petition of the state is not armed with the Lordship instruction, Lordship. Now, tomorrow, Lordship, I have some.
My lord, 34, my lord, I will be seeking 1 week's accommodation.
So I'm appearing for the petitioner in item number 34.
Sure.
My lord, then tomorrow I will be in difficulty because I don't have the instructions. My lord. Let it be on the next week. My lord. Next week any day.
My lord.
Till date, they did not serve the copy.
My lord.
Mr. Rabiul Islam. Mr. Islam.
Till date, So they have
Foreign
violated
matter taken
3
is
times.
returnable আছে তো?
My lord,
Is it returnable?
they are 986, my lord. 3 times they have violated the lordship order. So my respective submission
986.
986, 350.
Monday তে আসবে? Monday তে?
My lord,
Top of the list, my lord, my respective submission. Otherwise, 986, my lord. Page 315. Top of the list.
Bro, 3 নম্বরে আছে, আবার কি তো? It is item number 3.
Lordship. My respective submission, my lord, they did not comply with lordship order.
Huh?
So item number 1,
It will be taken up on the
Lordship, item number 32, Lordship, next week, any date, Lordship, 30.
no other mentioning. Chalo.
top of the list.
Thank you.